morning and welcome back to this news report. I'm your host today. After Taiwan's former president Tsai Ing-wen completes her 8-year tenure, we're going to explore her perspective towards about her legacy, China, and the future. Let's first begin on the delicate topic, the threat from China and whether it's increased under the leadership of Xi Jinping.
Do you fear Xi Jinping? Do you think the world, the democratic world, should fear Xi Jinping and his ambitions?
I think Xi Jinping now, despite the fact that he may have a plan of some sort, but I don't think that is a definitive plan, because the world is changing, the situation in China is changing, but the world is very different now, especially after the Ukrainian war, because the democracies seem to be able to get together to form a meaningful deterrence whenever there is invasion contemplated. So if we deal with the matter very carefully, there's still a great possibility for us to maintain peace, as we all need.
Compared to Taiwan's last president Ma Ying-jeou, Tsai's military strategy is quite the opposite. Ma's approach to national defense mostly focused on maintaining the relationship and seeking closer economic ties with China. He even had a meeting with Xi Jinping in 2015, with the belief that a close relationship with China could stabilize Taiwan's security situation. In contrast, President Tsai Ing-wen's strategy has focused on self-defense and seeking military cooperation with international allies. In the last 8 years, Taiwan's military budget has increased by more than 50%, emphasizing the modernization of its Navy and Air Force, as well as asymmetric warfare capabilities.
Another major reform she's pushed through is a return to 1 year of compulsory military service. She concedes it's not won her many supporters among young voters.
I was actually able to convince the public here that extension of the military service is something that we need to do, and I get the support of the people here, and also the young people, despite they have some complaint, but it's not about their love for the country.
After discussing the military strategy, let's shift our focus to Taiwan's international alliance and diplomacy. These alliances are based on shared democratic values, which form a collective deterrence against potential aggression. While the United States has been a significant partner, Taiwan also maintains strong relationships with other democracies around the world. Countries like Japan, Australia, and members of the European Union have shown support for Taiwan's participation in international organizations and have expressed concern about maintaining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. As a steadfast partner of Taiwan, the United States has consistently supported Taiwan's self-defense capabilities. This support is not just about military hardware, it's about upholding peace, stability, and the rule of law in the region. Then, regarding the recent impact of the Russia-Ukrainian war on Taiwan, let's take a look on next video clip.
For decades, the United States has kept China guessing as to whether they would or would not defend Taiwan if Beijing attacked. But following the Russian invasion of Ukraine, President Joe Biden has broken with that tradition, saying repeatedly he would send US troops to defend Taiwan.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes.
You are.
That's the commitment we made.
President Biden has been extremely supportive of Taiwan. When asked about whether he would intervene if Taiwan were attacked, he has repeatedly said yes. His critics have said that that is moving America too far away from this idea of strategic ambiguity, and that actually that makes the situation for Taiwan more dangerous.
I think the ambiguity is still there. I think the U.S. administration has been very careful in delivering the messages they want to deliver to the public. So as far as I am concerned, the way I read it is that the ambiguity is still there.
How important is victory on the battlefield for Ukraine and continued Western support for Ukraine in terms of how it affects Taiwan?
Many people suggest that Taiwan is a much important case than Ukraine. And there are arguments that perhaps the US should shift their support and resources from Ukraine to Taiwan. We say, no, you have to support Ukraine until the very end.
And now, President Tsai Ing-wen, the first female president of the Republic of China, will soon complete her 2 4-year terms in power and pass the baton to her deputy, Lai Ching-te, who is also from the DPP and was victorious in the 2024 presidential election. Her tenure was marked by the significant milestones including historic legalization of same-sex marriage, making Taiwan the first in Asia to recognize this fundamental human right. Taiwan stands as a beacon of democracy in East Asia, maintaining resilience despite international pressures. Our economy thrives, bolstered by a robust technology sector. Despite global uncertainties, Taiwan's economy remains stable, with its semiconductor industry playing a crucial role globally. In the face of the pandemic, Taiwan has demonstrated exceptional competence, earning international praise for its effective response. According to the aforementioned, we would like to continue with the following video clip.
No unification, no independence, status quo. What does the status quo mean for you?
I think all the people agree on this thing, that we are on our own. We make our own decision. We have a political system to govern the place. And we have constitution, we have laws regulating the society as a whole. So, and we have our military. So we have all the elements of a state. And it's just that we don't have enough number of diplomatic recognitions. China, of course, would say that we're part of them. So it's for the people to interpret what Taiwan represents at this moment in time. But the most important thing is that we are on our own, and we are a democracy. And we enjoy freedom and democracy and progressive values. And we are a group of people that are very proud of ourselves.
As Taiwan said, the status quo for Taiwan is defined by self-reliance, democracy, and pride. Despite the challenge of limited diplomatic recognition, Taiwan will assert its identity with confidence on the globe stage. Alright, that was our news report for today. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.